Did you catch Benny's gaze in that split second when Selena Gomez knelt down to talk to the child? Because if you blinked, you missed the quietest face-off in modern pop culture. No words. No shade. Just one look that made fans whisper the same thing. Justin Bieber just got outplayed without anyone saying a single thing. And here's the wild part. There's a final detail most people missed completely, and it doesn't show up until the very end of this story. Picture this. Selena Gomez in a $1 million dress. Cameras flashing. A room packed with power players. And instead of posing, she drops to her knees so she can meet a child at eye level. The dress stains. She doesn't flinch. Not even a glance downward. Her focus is locked in. And standing just behind her is Benny, watching her like the moment itself matters more than the spotlight ever could. No rushing her. No redirecting her toward the cameras. Just quiet presence. Now pause right there. Because this is where fans split into two camps. Was that look from Benny pure admiration, or was it something deeper? A kind of pride you don't perform for an audience? You decide. Cut to the contrast everyone noticed later. Because once people rewound the footage, they didn't just see Selena's gesture. They saw the difference. The comparison. And suddenly the phrase, Justin Bieber emotional, started trending again, not because Justin said anything, but because of what he didn't do. Selena has always had this pull toward kids. It's not new. The second she enters a room, she gravitates toward them. No handler. No prompt. And every single time lately, Benny is right there. Not in front. Not center frame. Beside her or slightly behind. Almost like a bodyguard for her feelings rather than her fame. Here's where it gets interesting. In interview after interview, Benny has called Selena a real-life Disney princess. Not as a joke. Not as a headline grab. He says it casually, like it's obvious. And that energy shows up in public too. He doesn't interrupt. He doesn't redirect attention back to himself. He lets her shine, and that choice is louder than any red carpet speech. And this is where the internet started pulling receipts. Fans dug up old paparazzi footage. Selena walking. Benny matching her pace. Meanwhile, in past clips with Justin and Hailey, fans notice something else. Justin often walks ahead. Hailey follows. No hand reach back. No pause. No adjustment. Before anyone jumps in, this isn't about villainizing. It's about contrast. And contrast is everything in storytelling. So let me ask you this. When someone consistently walks ahead of their partner, is it confidence or disconnection? Drop your take in the comments, because this debate has been dividing fan bases all week. Back to Benny. He doesn't just show up emotionally. He shows up practically. Stories started circulating about him waking up at impossible hours just to cook for Selena before her early call times. Not because she asked. Because he wanted to. He even joked about shaving his unibrow, something fans thought he'd never touch, just because Selena teased him once. And instead of clapping back, he laughed and did it. That matters. Because effort shows up in the smallest, least glamorous places. Then there are the surprises. The kind you don't post immediately. The kind that only leak out later through friends or offhand comments. Handwritten notes. Quiet gestures. No press release. No performance. And when awards season rolls around, watch what happens. Selena steps out styled to perfection. Benny? Dressed down. Almost intentionally. Like the visual message is clear, look at her, not me. Here's another opinion trigger for you. Is that humility or strategy? Is he genuinely content staying in the background, or is this the smartest supporting role in Hollywood? Either way, it's working. Now let's talk about the part fans handle carefully, Selena's future. She's been open about her health journey on her own terms, and many supporters know she's faced challenges that have reshaped how she looks at life, family, and timing. What stands out to fans isn't speculation, it's Benny's response. No pressure narratives. No fix-it energy. Just presence. Just choosing her exactly as she is, where she is. And that's where people started whispering something bold. Maybe this isn't just a celebrity romance. Maybe this is what aligned love actually looks like when the cameras aren't directing it. Because here's where the fan investigation went deeper. Old interviews resurface. Benny saying he doesn't need to be the loudest person in the room. Selena saying she feels safest when she doesn't have to perform happiness. Put those two quotes side by side, and suddenly the narrative clicks. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber fans notice something else. His recent appearances feel heavier, quieter, more distant. The keyword Justin Bieber emotional didn't trend because of drama, it trended because people sensed something unresolved. And then came the comparisons. Selena Gomez response versus silence. Growth versus guardedness. Let's be clear. Life isn't a competition. But perception is. And in pop culture, perception becomes reality faster than truth ever can. So when that one clip dropped, Selena kneeling, Benny watching, it felt like a closing argument without a single spoken word. But here's the final piece almost everyone missed. Rewatch Benny's eyes. Not when the cameras are flashing. Not when Selena stands back up. Watch the moment right after the photo. When the crowd noise dips. When the child smiles. Benny exhales. Shoulders drop. Like the mission was never the image, it was the moment. And that's something you can't fake for fame. That's the move. That's how he won without trying to beat anyone. So what happens next? Fans think this is just the beginning. More public appearances. More quiet gestures. And maybe, just maybe, a future chapter that rewrites how Hollywood relationships are measured altogether. And if you want the full breakdown of how Selena's past relationships shaped this new dynamic, including the moment that permanently changed her standards, that video is already waiting for you on Celeb Juices. If you made it all the way here, comment "Sweet Juice" so I know you're real and didn't skip a drop. Appreciate you heavy. Now do me a favor. Smash that like button if this breakdown hit different. Share this with someone who lives for celebrity psychology. Subscribe to Celeb Juices, turn on notifications, because the next story connects directly to this one. And, trust me, you don't want to miss how this all unfolds.